most welcome to the Turkish delegation. And today I am really delighted that we are hosting this event in cooperation with Eureka, just to bring you together here. And I am really proud that we are organizing this meeting because Turkey is elected to the chairship of Eureka in the next 6 months for 1 year. 1 year actually. I'm confused, always with the EU, you see. In the EU, nothing lasts too long, so it's only 6 months in the EU. But of course, in Eureka, it's a year. And I am also proud to say that we are having this chairship in the centenary of the Republic of Turkey. And if you remember, his founding father Atatürk said, the most reliable guide in life is science. So whatever you can trust, most is science in life, and I am really happy to see so many scientists here and so many representatives who are helping scientists to develop joint projects, I think, for the betterness of our nations, our countries. Of course, Turkey is a long member of Eureka since 1985. Now, luckily, we have 47 countries, and hopefully soon we will see also some of the Western Balkan countries. So Eureka is most welcoming than EU. As you can see, some of the candidate countries, including my own, are still waiting at the EU door, but Eureka is open-minded and it gives the opportunity to all countries in Europe, but also beyond. I've seen also some friends from South Korea, from Africa, and I'm glad that science can also bring everyone together. So, I'm supposed to speak short. I think I will stop here. Tonight, of course, we have the honor of, hosting the Secretary General of Eureka. She will tell us a few words. And after that, Professor Mandal will explain the priorities of the Turkish chairship, from 1st of July on for the next year. So there is a cost for everything. There is a nice meal waiting, but the cost is to listen to this gentleman and gentlewoman. Please, the micro is yours, please.
Dear Ambassador Kaymakçı and dear Professor Hasan Mandal, President of TÜBİTAK, it's a privilege for me as Director General of the Eureka Secretariat to share the floor with you this evening, to officially mark the launch of Turkey's chair. And a special thank to you, Ambassador, for opening your beautiful residence and hosting us on this Midsummer Night Eve. You already mentioned it, as a Scandinavian that I am. The 21st of June is a big evening, and it has a very special significance, and it's also very sad it's not outside, so I'm super happy to be here today with all of you, friends of Eureka. I would also like to welcome all of you present here tonight, and in particular the team of colleagues from TÜBİTAK, our newly appointed president, Mr. Ismail Dogan, and underline how much we look forward to cooperating with you while you lead our great network for the next 12 months. I'm emphasizing officially in the launch because, as you've said, there were 6 months, 12 months. We've had the honor of working with Professor Jozgat Ligil, Vice President of TÜBİTAK, and his team since the beginning of the year in preparation for this moment. Ahmet, with Umut Ege as his deputy, stepped in to cover the role as president of the Eureka Association and to chair the Eureka meetings for the first 6 months of 2023. Then, as Ahmet left his role as high-level representative, Duygu Selik stepped in for Ahmet as high-level representative as an executive board member. And by doing so, I would like to mark this, in addition to the expertise she brings along, she also rescued the gender diversity of the board. We still have it, so Turkey is in the forefront here. We still have a bit of way to go before we can claim gender balance, but we're on the right track. Dear Ahmed, dear TÜBİTAK team, we are eternally grateful for your excellent support and leadership during these last 6 months, especially considering what an exceptionally challenging period it has been for Turkey. Those of you present here tonight, outside of Eureka's network, you may be less familiar with our organization, and I never sort of spoil an occasion to talk about Eureka, so I will allow myself to give a few facts about us that I hope you will remember. So we are the world's biggest network of its kind for research and development and innovation, providing public funding particularly to small and medium enterprises, but also to large companies, universities and research organizations as they work together on international projects. 47 countries and the European Commission are members of Eureka and actively involved. They are represented by ministries and funding agencies, and Eureka has achieved fantastic results since its establishment in 1985. Our programs are developed and adjusted to an ever-changing innovation landscape and continue to be successful despite the complexity and scale of our mission. Today, our programs remain bottom-up, as they have always been, meaning that any innovation independent of technology area is eligible if it complies with other selection criteria. A project with at least 2 participants from 2 different Eureka countries that collaborate on a product, technology or service which brings the innovation to the market. By being bottom-up and targeting small and medium enterprises, Eureka programs are complementary to other national and EU programs. Our decentralized nature, where national funding bodies are in direct contact with the participants within their linguistic and cultural context, while Eureka facilitates centrally the administrative and operational parts, is a win-win for all parties. Eureka is an intergovernmental initiative with engaged and active members. The Eureka chairship model is built on this principle. Being the chair is taking on a considerable workload and the responsibility for driving the strategic work. Hence, it's no walk in the park. Over the last 2 years, based on a wish expressed by the high-level representatives, work has been done to reshape the chairmanship model to make it more flexible than previously and possibly lighter in workload, so that each chair country can shape it according to its ambition and available funds. TÜBİTAK and Turkey will be the first chair to test the new model, and Germany and Canada, who will follow in 2024-25, will be the first out to try our newly introduced co-chairmanship model. So as you hear, there's innovation even on the governance. As you've already heard, TÜBİTAK has outlined or will outline some particularly ambitious goals for the year ahead. Turkey's priorities reflect our long-term strategic roadmap and ambition to progress, as well as a particular focus on the twin transition and how Eureka, through international cooperation within research and development and innovation, can also contribute to relief and recovery of disasters, both natural disasters and those man-made. I will leave you into the details here. A central part of Eureka's work evolves around our flagship program, Eurostars, which is now in its 3rd edition as part of the European Partnership on Innovative SMEs, co-funded by the European Commission. Through this partnership, we are steadily increasing Eureka's visibility and demonstrating its unique value within the European research and innovation landscape and beyond. I'm convinced that we have both exciting and challenging times ahead, where we will continue to provide an extensive network and platform for international cooperation, funding opportunities and corporate connections for companies and research organizations supported by their national authorities. And this is throughout our vast global network. I continue to be inspired by beneficiaries of Eureka funding who innovate in unique and challenging climates and choose us to support their endeavors. Through their projects, jobs are created, economies are boosted, and industries in which they operate gain in competitiveness. To that is added the major societal benefit their project results bring, enriching lives locally and globally in healthcare, transport, environment, agriculture, and many other sectors. Once again, Thank you TÜBİTAK and Turkey, and congratulations on your chair program, which outlined what is said to be a fantastic Eureka chairship year under your slogan, Building Bridges for Global Challenges. Thank you.
And organizations and ladies and gentlemen, so it's a very welcome on the behalf of TÜBİTAK, Turkish Scientific and Technological Research Council. I welcome you all to, and also thank our ambassador hosting us in this presidency. So Turkey is one of the 19 countries. I mean, when the Eureka has been founded in 1985, and since then we have been actively involved in Eureka actions, and we have been, this is the third time as Turkey has been getting the chair position, and the first one is in 98 and 99, so many 20 more years ago, and 10 years ago on year 2012 and the year 2013, so again TÜBİTAK, and this time again, so we thank all of you for your, first of all, for your trust. I mean, that we'll work together, of course, but we will take the chair position starting from the July 1st for the next 1 year period of time. So TÜBİTAK, I mean, I am sure that you know, but I mean, is the main funding agency for universities, for industry, for entrepreneurs, for individual fellows, and also increasing science and technology awareness in the society. So it's a many roles, and this exists for since 1963. So we are also celebrating the 60th year of TÜBİTAK. So, and also 100 years of the Turkish Republic of Turkey. And our main role is very much aligned with the Eureka. So the crucial role in promoting research and innovation in various stakeholders, including small and medium enterprises, academies and industries. So TÜBİTAK, as TÜBİTAK, we have been currently bilaterally cooperated with 67 countries. So many of our partners, I mean the members of the Eureka, also we are collaborating with bilaterally. And with 98 institutions from these 67 countries. And just in the last year, on the year 2020, we jointly opened 28 bilateral calls with the 19 countries on the STI areas, cooperation areas. And also we have been, as an associate country, we are the full member of the Horizon Europe and also the previous framework programs. And currently, especially from the year 2019, we have been very actively involved in many projects, and recently we have been a partner in 286 projects with 450 different type of institutions are involved in European projects, funded by European Commission, and 29 of the coordinations. But I should admit that, so our performance both in Eureka and also in the cost, is very much important, because our performance in the framework programs all based on type of communication, and the link and the collaborations has been started by means of the Eureka and by means of the cost as well. So I acknowledge both Eureka and the cost in this respect, that when we are increasing performance in the framework programs, what we have been learning in the Eureka and in the cost of action programs. So, and Eureka has been a cornerstone for research and innovation in the field of the science and technology. So globally, so now over the 3 decades. So I'm still from 1985. It has been facilitated numerous successful projects fostered the cross-border collaborations and propelled the growth of the innovative enterprises. So TÜBİTAK has been a driving force behind Turkey participation in the Eureka program. So since from the early beginning, from the 1985, TÜBİTAK always represent Turkey in Eureka. Through our collaboration with Eureka, we have been facilitated and the successful implementation of the numerous joint projects, and these projects can connect the Turkish research ecosystem with our international partners. So as Republic of Turkey has entered its second 100-year perspective of, so therefore this year is the anniversary. So we take on the responsibility of chairing this esteemed organization. We know how it is giving a difficult, but we will do with our team, with our colleagues, and we are committed to further strengthening its impacts and promoting the excellence. So it's already been addressed and named that under the Turkish chair position, so our program will be prioritized. I mean, I think has been mentioned during the discussions that, I mean, so firstly we are aiming to enhance the impact of the Eureka instruments by improving the, I mean, we know that, I mean, very important data from the day one from 1985, so I mean, that we will do our own best that, I mean, to make it more effectively and also especially communicate outcomes of the projects and initiatives. I think it's very, very important. Secondly, I think this is in every organizations, not only limiting to science and technology based, but they are the first priority is the climate change. So therefore the twin transition, so the green and the digital transformation is, I think, is very important. Of course, everything's coming from bottom up, as already been mentioned, but still we are aiming for the global challenges. So in that respect, I think, so the green and digital transformation is quite important. And also extending the Eureka visibility, so some other destinations as well, especially including the Western Balkans. And also the cutting edge, but also more inclusive and more diversity, and especially, I mean, considering the gender issue. This is also one of our important efforts. I mean, I think we know globally what is the priorities, and also we know why these are important. But I think the most difficult question is the how will be successful and how we will be achieved. And I trust and I believe that the Eureka is the right address, because it's giving to this impression from the 1985. So I mean, we have been tested unfortunately during the pandemic. So I mean, how much is important that the science is important. But at the meantime, a new expectation from this community, science and urgency. So because of the challenges which we have been facing now, like the climate action and the relative one on the food security, water and energy and others. So it needed be, okay, the knowledge creation and also the knowledge users. So there is a new way of the potential, so a new way that to find the answer, how will we be successful to dealing with these global challenges. So therefore, I am sure that the Eureka is one of the important organizations that to give the right answer, not only addressing what is important and why is important, but how this will be overcome. So in this respect, of course, the Turkish chairmanship, we will take care, I mean, with our team, but we are looking for your great help and contribution in all respects with all the Eureka 47 members, and therefore we put the name of for this year of the chair position is the building bridges for global challenges. So the building bridges, so between company, university, country, and also continent to continent. So therefore, I think we will be addressing the global challenges, but also we are giving a kind of, hopefully, the solution for this in this respect. So last but not least, so I would like to thank again to Mr. Ambassador Kaymakçı and also his team for their hospitality and organizing this nice reception. And I wish a fruitful event to all. Thank you very much for your coming.